The Ostscout. That's what we're going to explore, and that's the Tactica checklist that we're going to build in this Battletech Mech Review vlog. Now, Battletech is a game of narrative. There are certain mechs in the game that in the narrative fit a very specific role. But on the tabletop, I don't want to say it's just another mech, but we're going by the weapons profile. And the Ostscout is one of these mechs. Excellent, amazing speed. Excellent jump capability. An array of high-tech, lost-tech, communication gear, detection gear, sensors that can uncover anything and everything. Definitely a deep recon mech. So there will be times in the narrative where if I'm going to recon Area 51 as a mech commander, I'm sending in this Ostscout. That's what I'm going to find out. But as part of a lance or part of a battle group, unless it's a deep recon type unit, the actual tabletop meta back and forth, it's very underperforming. It's very underwhelming with it. And that's the challenge in playing this mech. I have one in my collection, and there will be times I will play it based on the pure narrative alone. But if we're just going to compare across light mechs and looking at engaging medium mechs as part of a lance, it falls really, really short. To the point I'd say you're better off with a spider. You might even be better off with a locust or locust variant. So essentially what you're paying for is 600 battle value. I think it's like 590 something. 600 battle value for a medium laser. That's all the Ostscout has. What are we really going to do with that? So right away, just on the pure meta, if I'm using this for recon, for deep recon, I could take a light skimmer and have more of a bite, more of a threat, less battle value, similar battle value, and cover more ground. I can take a range of other light mechs that just do it better from that perspective. One medium laser, 600 battle value, one medium laser. Yes, it's a mech with jump capability. Yes, it's got speed. Yes, it can navigate terrain better or differently than vehicles, but that's a lot of battle value buy-in. And even if I say essentially I'm paying that battle value for one medium laser and the capability of it, now if I go a little bit higher, if I'm willing to pay that and I'm going a little bit higher in battle value, 100 battle value or so, now I'm getting some other mechs that have more bite to them, light mechs that have an actual presence on the table. So the interesting thing about the Ostscout, and I look for the best in every mech. You know, I'm looking at every mech and saying, how does this work as part of a lance? How does this work as part of a battle group? Is there some hidden angle? Is there something that I'm not seeing that we can do with this machine? And I approach that from the Ostscout also, but it's a themed mech for recon in a game that on the tabletop, there are better machines to do it. And given that Battletech is a tabletop war game, just on that meta alone, that's a lot of battle value for one medium laser. And if I'm going to, quote, fix it, I don't have much room. I don't know what I would fix it with. Some small lasers, but then I'm getting close. An SRM pack, I really don't know what I would maneuver on there. But then there's other mechs like the Thorn, the Locust, the Jenner, that would easily excel at anything that I'm trying to fix or correct with the Ostscout. So, out of curiosity, in the comments, Battletech, it's a big universe. There's a lot of players here on YouTube. Are there any Ostscout mech warriors? Now, in the game itself, in the narrative, if we were playing a role-playing aspect, it'd be pretty good to be an Ostscout mech warrior. High demand, a very rare mech, going into some dangerous missions that you could command a lot of prestige. As part of a mercenary company, you could double or triple charge C-bills for that. But if we lose that, or we don't use that, or this mech was stripped down, maybe I'd try to gamble it away in a card game at a chance for some more C-bills to buy a better mech, or at least make that jump into a medium. Or perhaps as an Ostscout mech, trading that in and taking the jump to a medium just for that survivability. Your thoughts on the mech? It's out there, it exists, it's in the narrative, but once we port that over to pure tabletop meta, there's not just one, but there are multiple other options to do the same thing for the same battle value, only better.